Hello everyone, welcome to Tesla Shree channel. In my previous FSD beta testing video, which was I think 10.11.2, and I'm still on the current version, I mentioned about the FSD beta profile that you can set, which can be chill, average, or assertive. And I also mentioned that I always keep it at average. So in today's video, I thought I will change my profile to chill, like so. So I'm in the autopilot, and then like I said, my profile is currently set to average. Let me change that over to chill. And also, when you change the profile to chill, make sure you have your driver profile set up, otherwise it will not, if you're in a different profile, it will change the setting for that profile. So I've changed it on my profile to full self driving in the chill mode. And also, let me go to pedal and steering and change the acceleration to chill as well. So this is something I read recently, that the double chill mode, it has a different term, but that everyone calls it. But yeah, the double chill mode is supposed to be a lot better in terms of handling, because you're going a little slower. So with all that set up, let's take a look and see how it does today. So I'm in a parking lot, and I see the beta icon, and you can also tell I'm in the chill mode here. So let me turn on beta and let's see if it takes me out of the parking lot as well. So it is checking, because there is someone loading in front of me. It is slowly creeping forward. So it looks like it's going to take me on the right. Okay, so that it handled pretty well. It is a little struggling a little. Let's see. Okay, it is waiting for a few cars to pass, and keep in mind there are a few people, there are people all over here. So this is a real tricky scenario for it to pull out of the parking lot. And I've never tried this before, driving from a parking lot. One thing I noticed straight away is the speed bump. It did slow down really well for the speed bump, though it is driving in the center though. Okay, so I had to take over here because it was pretty much in the center there, and there was someone trying to make a left on the other side, and people were getting restless behind me. So I took over there for a quick second. I got it over to this lane, and then turned on the beta again. So this doesn't have a lane marking in the middle, so it is trying to center itself a lot, which is something you would try to be on the right, even though there's no lane marking there. So I ideally would have stopped there first and then made the right turn, because you never know who's coming on the other side, even though there was not a stop. So let me report that. So yeah, it didn't stop and then made the right, because I don't think they have a stop sign there. But that's interesting to know. But other than the lane centering part, it did really well in getting me out of the parking lot. One thing it can improve upon is the centering, for sure. So we have about a 15-minute drive here, and I want to see how it does. And straight away I noticed the acceleration is pretty slow. With the standard acceleration, it would just do sudden acceleration, and you would feel jerky movements, but not with the chill. That's one thing I noticed straight away.
Now turn right onto Long Point Road.
So it stopped for the truck that pulled out from the parking lot. Yeah, the acceleration, for sure, it's a huge difference. couple of risky movements there, but no harm done. I think it handled it well. There was someone making a right on the lane, so it got me over to the left. And I was noticing someone in the back. They were driving a little faster than the Tesla speed, but then Tesla did pick up the speed, and then there, as soon as it did that, it saw the car in front of me trying to merge in to our lane, so it slowed down for it. So it handled it well, I would say. So there are a few people waiting to make a left. I think if there was no one coming on the right lane, it would have probably tried to overtake them, but not now because there were a lot of cars there. Okay, making a left here. So the thing with this left is, as soon as it makes the left, the lane ends here, so it slowed down. It is struggling a bit. Ooh, that's I don't know what happened there. So it struggled a bit for a second. I think it got confused by the so I don't know what happened there. It struggled a bit. It was not able to recognize the lane for a second. I did report that, and I saw someone behind me change lanes because they were probably too scared of seeing what I was trying to do. Oh man. So yeah, that left turn is a little tricky for it, and I think it struggles every so often. But I thought it would do better in chill mode, but no, it was less decisive. Gets really close to other cars though, so that's the scary part. So when it tried to come to this lane, it was real close to the truck on the left. I've driven a few more miles with the average profile, which I didn't put it up because it's just my regular driving, and it's been doing really well. No complaints about it. I think one place where it is doing really well is okay, just changed lanes, so I was just seeing what's going on. There was someone who was going a little slow on the right lane, so it just got me over to the left lane. But now the traffic flow is fine, so we'll see how it does. So yeah, I was saying in the average profile, the place where it's doing really well and it has improved for sure is a traffic light where there are two left lanes. Two or maybe three left lanes. You know, in Texas there are several intersections with that. So if that's where it would struggle, because it would try to make a left and then it would see two or three left lanes and it wouldn't know, where to go next. But I think that has improved now. So if it gets me on the leftmost left lane, for example, it keeps me on the left lane. If it's say the second left lane that it gets me on, that it needs to be on, then it goes there and then makes the left without merging into the other lane. So I think that's something that has improved. I don't know how that'll work in the chill mode, but it's done. I've tried that a few places and then it's been doing really well there. we need to make a right in about 0.5 miles. And I do see the sign popping up that it wants to make a right soon. I mean, switch lane to the right lane soon. Okay, so let's see what it does here. So other than the couple of incidents, it's been driving pretty well. I think the difference I notice in terms of chill mode is definitely the acceleration. It is not as it is a little slow in terms of launching, from a stop, and then also probably lane changes. It would do a lot more, ping-ponging between the two lanes, to put it that way. So that has reduced for sure. I've noticed it's not doing that often. It tries to be on one lane, whereas in average, what I've noticed is it is a little more decisive in terms of making lane changes. And it tries to get to your destination a lot faster with the average for sure. So it will be interesting to try the other mode, chill, average, and I think it's max. I don't remember now. It's good that it's slowed down, though. If you were driving on a normal street by yourself, you wouldn't slow down so much, because the lane on left is empty, and then ideally they would be getting onto the left lane and not coming onto your lane. That's the expectation. I like that it's being more cautious, but these are instances where if someone behind you was not paying attention and you slowed down all of a sudden, that's where it's going to be risky. Let's see, it's the light turn yellow and then it's slowing down pretty well. So I noticed during editing my videos, sometimes I would start talking about something, and then I would, something else happens, and I would totally, lose track of what I was talking about. So bear with me on that, because I am recording this. I am talking as we drive. It's not a voiceover or anything. So sometimes, when I start talking and then something happens, my attention goes to that, and I have to make sure it is doing what it's supposed to do. So that's where that chain of thought happens. So hope it's not too annoying. And we have been over this railway tracks in my previous test rides. So it is one of the same streets I'm testing out today with chill mode. So this at least gives me an idea when I do the same drive to see how it compares. So okay, it didn't go. I had to press on the accelerator. I don't know why it was sitting there. And there was enough space for it to go. And on the visualization, I saw it was trying to go to the left, which didn't make sense because our right turn is coming up soon. So that was interesting. But after I pressed the accelerator, it did start going. So I reported that as well.
In 500 feet, turn right onto AM West Drive.
So we will reach our destination in a second here, and I think I will stop the video
In 500
here.
feet, turn right. Then your destination will be on the right.
That right was interesting because okay, it did slow down on the.
Now turn right.
So yeah, I was saying it did slow down
Destination is on the
there
right.
for the speed bump, which if the last video it was struggling to do that. But then also that right turn was a little interesting because I'm parking here, by the way. I took it off of beta. So that right turn, it made the turn and then stopped. I think partly was the reason, partly because there were cars parked there. So it didn't realize, it was trying to figure out if it was parked or, you know, if they were waiting for something. So hope you liked that video, and then it gave you a glimpse of how chill mode is a little different. Though in the video, if I'm not sure if you could make out the difference, but when you experience it, you can surely feel the difference with, you know, like I said, the acceleration or lane changes. So that's one of the major differences I noticed for sure. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next one. Bye.